When one thinks of coming to Uganda, what comes into their minds are gorillas, chimpanzees, birds, probably how to get to falls. Mention them. A few people who take tours around Uganda and probably put their emphasis on Kampala will focus on sites like Kasubi Tombs, Gaddafi Mosque, etc. But there is a place that very few people give attention, and yet it's filled with a lot of interesting culture and history. The Baha'i temple is the only one in Africa and was built in Uganda. It's a unique building and a source of wonder to many. It has become a tourist attraction not only to the locals but foreigners too. It's a phenomenon of its own, founded over a century and a half ago. Bahá'í Faith is one of the fastest growing beliefs religions of the world, with more than 5 million believers residing in over 124,000 localities. It's established in 204 countries across the planet. Rhoda is going to take us through. Over to you, Rhoda.
Hello, my name is Rhoda. Today we are at the Baha'i Temple. We're going to learn about their teachings, the activities around the place. Come, let's take a walk around.
Okay. So whenever the faith starts, it starts with difficulties, and people cannot accept the manifestation of God at that time. However, it's the power of God who will come and say this is a new day, right? So before we could first share a little is concerning about the prophecy of different messengers of God for the coming of the new messenger. When Jesus went back, he said, I will come back. And when Muhammad was in the world, he kept telling people that the new messenger will appear, definitely. So when Baha'u'llah came, Baha'u'llah appeared and said, I am the return of Jesus Christ, and I am the solution for all the prophecy which was made by other messengers, right? So by the time Baha'u'llah declared himself as a messenger, that is when different problems comes to his life. He was arrested, taken to prison, and he went to different kind of tortures. But of course, nevertheless, the faith can't stop because it is a power of God. So what are the principles or the laws of Baha'u'llah? When he appears, there are things the Baha'i Faith believes which was told by Baha'u'llah. One of them is oneness of humanity. So Baha'u'llah says if we need to serve God, we first need to unite human beings. That's why when you go to the temple, you find the 9 doors.
The 9 doors?
Yes, representing the sign of unity. That every person who needs to access the kingdom of God, we first need to be united. That's when we can access the kingdom of God.
Do the 9 doors signify a different, or they all represent unity?
This is the 9 messengers of God.
Okay.
So the 9 messengers each representing one messenger of God.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll understand that Baha'u'llah came to unite all of them to come up with one solution. Because Baha'u'llah said his time is a day of fulfilling. It's not a time of prophecy. That's why you see in the Baha'i Faith we don't prophesy, but we fulfill. What do I mean when I say fulfill? Fulfilling, it's like something which was being prophetized. For example, if a prophet tells you that you're going abroad, then you go, you're fulfilled, right? Yeah. So here, it was prophetized about truthfulness, love, kindness, you get. So here, we actually fulfill what the prophet means.
Okay.
Yeah, so the next principle of Baha'u'llah is universal education.
Okay.
If we need to serve God, we need first to have a language which will unite all people in the world. If all people discover one language in the world, it is better. It's easier for people to serve the kingdom. Because wherever you go, if it is say Allahu Akbar, everyone will say, every person will say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Allah is hello?
No, Allahu Akbar is a greeting word
Okay.
for the Baha'i. It's like say, praise the Lord.
Oh.
Yeah. So that is, it's the same word, but only that it's Arabic word. So you see. The next thing is you realize that the Baha'is, we believe in teaching. As I told you that you see, it's a kind of fulfilling. So we teach children from the child up to the adult. We teach children the qualities of the kingdom of God. We have those books, characteristics of the kingdom of God, when the child is still young. So the grades differ until the age grows up.
Okay.
Yes, we have the books for the junior youth. From 12 up to 15, we have their books. We teach them also after they come from the grades of children. They now come to face book one. Book one, we talk about life after death, the Baha'i writings, deepening things of the Baha'i writings, and the prayers. What will happen to you after death?
Okay.
So you realize that when a person comes to understand the lifestyle of a human being, it is hard for the person to move out of it, right? So that is when you now go to book two. Book two, we teach them about working together in the path of studies. So that is when we train them also to come up with an idea of training other people. So they will come, train themselves, guide themselves, and as they go, they reach to book 5. Book 5, we teach them to release the powers of the junior youth.
Okay.
Then they will realize the powers they have as junior youth, the energies they have, and how to channel their energies to avoid challenges. But the best thing is unity. If all people in the world come with an idea of unity, then everything will be okay. But if we can't be united, then it's not easy for us to have the kingdom. That's why you see when you view the temple very well, it describes the meaning of the Baha'i faith. It's a silent teacher. In Baha'i faith, we say it's a silent teacher. The temple itself can explain who the Baha'i faith is, from the prayer, the activities, as you see it. But it's only that it's a silent teacher. It can't talk.
Okay. So
It's only Baha'is will believe that it's a teacher. You ask the question like, do you have praise and worship? Now, praise and worship, the Baha'i faith believes there are very many activities you can do for praise and worship. First of all, we have the 19-day feast. During the 19-day feast, our calendar has 19 days. So every 19 days, at the end of the day, the community have to come and reflect on their activities happening. So that day we have 3 parts. We have the devotional part, we have administrative part, and social part. So in the social part, we have that time of chanting, people share songs, you get. That is the only the part. But in Baha'i faith, we believe that serving to the kingdom of God is serving to humanity. For example, devoting yourself to go to pioneer, giving offertories. But also you need to know that the Baha'i faith, the offertories are not given on Sundays. Yes, like as I told you, the house of worship is only for prayers and meditation. Issues of money, issues of what, no, we don't have. That's why you see even also we don't have.
So when do you do offertory? When those activities?
As I told you, on the 19-day feast.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So we consider that also as a way of worshiping God, because that money is the money we use in different ways. One of the ways we order books. We help to clean this place, as you see. We help in pioneering and other activities. I think I should give you one book or two books from there. It will help you to understand the Baha'i Faith. It has only the introduction part of the Baha'i Faith in most cases.
We have learned many teachings about the Baha'i, and according to Baha'u'llah, we have to consider unification, we have to consider universal education, and we have to consider individual investigation. Thank you for watching Egress TV. Please like, share, comment, and in case you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. Till next time, love you.